Let's go to chapter 1092 of One Piece, fully narrated. So loading. Hello everyone, welcome to the Manga Information channel. And before we get into the content, please help by hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification. That way, you won't miss any new videos around here. Now, let's get into the video content. Chapter title: The Tyrant Kuma's Fury Incident in the Holy Land. Cover page. Cover request: Giant Remoras being attached and supported by Jinbei. Page 1. Presentation box. Yesterday in the Holy Land of Mary Geoise. Editor's initial text: An unusual incident in the Holy Land. Someone shouts, "The invincible slave Kuma has returned. He finally made it up here. Soldiers, go and stop him." Then we see soldiers from Mary Geoise trying to restrain Kuma with chains. But they say, "We can't stop him. Where is he trying to go? Page 2. Kuma then uses the Volpe, Ureso's shock. We see a giant paw taking over the area, destroying it. We see Kuma panting and footsteps approaching. Tack, tack. Someone says, "Where are you going?" Just the other day, it was the Revolutionary Army. Then in the next panel, we see that the one speaking is Fleet Admiral Sakazuki, Akainu. This is becoming an unprecedented destruction, Kuma. Page 3. A royal soldier says, "What? Fleet Admiral Sakazuki?" Then the soldier is interrupted by a stomp from a celestial dragon. The celestial dragon says, "You're useless soldiers." "Hey, Akainu, I ordered lobster for dinner the other night, but this is the first time something like this has happened. What happened to our food here in Mary Geoise?" Another celestial dragon says, "Let's set this matter aside for now. I'm injured. This tyrant Kuma is nothing more than a slave. Quickly, execute him." Sakazuki says, "Hey Kuma, if we can't control you, then..." Page 4. As he starts to prepare a magma fist, Akainu says, "I can't let someone like you roam freely. Your conscience barely exists anymore. Your state is already the same as being dead. Where exactly are you going?" Akainu uses the attack. "Hellhound!" We see that Akainu's attack is the same one used against Whitebeard in Marineford, causing the same damage, destroying half of Kuma's head. Page 5. Akainu says, "It seems there's still some blood flow within you." We see Kuma starting to flee. "Wait. Come back here, Kuma." It appears that just as lava reaches Kuma's legs, he disappears, likely using his paw power. Page 6. We see a small flashback appear for Akainu, the moment he captured Bonnie 2 years ago. Akainu says to her, "You can thrash around all you want. Your father's conscience will never return. He volunteered to become a weapon of war himself." Bonnie screams, "Liar, there's no way he volunteered for this." Back in the present, Kuma thinks, "Hey, Kuma, where did you go?" While some Tenryubitos say, "Don't tell me he escaped, and you still consider yourself a fleet admiral?" Akainu says to himself, "Kuma, you're just a mascot now, someone who's lost everything, including their will and mind, so where are you going?" Page 7. Presentation box. Egghead, New World. We hear voices saying, "They've destroyed all the Sea King's weapons." We see the Mark III units destroying them. We see Navy officers saying, "We've reached the lab phase. Occupy the island. Admiral Kizaru already broke the lab phase located above the clouds." Page 8. So, as if responding to what Luffy said in the previous chapter, Kizaru says, "Yes, you certainly are, the man who defeated Kaido." We see that Luffy is in his Snake Man form and Kizaru is defending against his attacks. Kizaru says, "You're formidable, but a pirate like you protecting Vegapunk. What's the reason behind that?" Luffy says, "The question to ask here is why you want to kill the old man." Then we see Kizaru flying away to gain distance. Page 9. Luffy says, "What? How far did he go now?" Kizaru says, "Oh, obviously, I don't want to kill him. I've known Vegapunk for a long time, so please, don't get in my way." Then, returning with a laser, Kizaru says, "Speed is power." Page 10. While Luffy sees only a flash in front of him, Kizaru returns with a super powerful kick that sends Luffy flying. Luffy is thrown and destroys the Vega Force One, leaving Vegapunk in shock. The giant robot of my dreams. We see that Luffy is thrown a great distance, worrying Frankie, who says, "Luffy." Page 11. Lilith says, "Frankie, Bonnie, run. This is because the rest of the robot simply explodes. We see that only the Sunny falls and no damage occurs." Lilith says, "This messed everything up. Our dream, the Vega Force One." Frankie says, "At least the Sunny is okay." Luffy was thrown far away. Frankie says, "Kizaru, you bastard." Kizaru says, "Bonnie, you've grown quickly. Kids these days grow up so fast. I've been ordered to kill you and the Page 12. Bonnie says, "My enemy has changed." She tries to attack Kizaru, but he simply turns into light and says, "Hold your impulses, Bonnie. Please don't make me hurt more people than necessary here." Then Bonnie is kicked and sent flying. Frankie shouts, "No, that's..." While we see an explosion where Bonnie was thrown, Frankie yells, "You bastard! Radical beam!" But before he can finish the sentence, Kizaru had already disappeared. Frankie tries to contact the command room. Presentation box. Command room. Usopp says, "Hey, Frankie, are you okay? I just heard a loud explosion." While Vegapunk celebrates, saying, "We found the code," York says, "Damn geniuses." Vegapunk then tells Frankie, "The barrier is unlocked. Have you arranged the escape with the Vega Force on the island's backside?" Frankie then says, "Well, about that." Then we see Kizaru arriving in the command room. He says, "Your escape plan failed, Vegapunk. Your dream robot just exploded." Everyone exclaims, "What, Kizaru? But when you..." Kizaru says, "Please understand. This mission is difficult for me as well. I don't want to prolong this any further." While Kizaru is talking, a sound appears, and bam! Giant Luffy grabs Kizaru. Luffy says, "That hurt. Shishishi. Ah, this is hot." Kizaru then says, "So this has finally appeared. These were the rumors." Luffy says, "How dare you send me flying? I crossed the barrier twice. I thought I was going to die." At the end of the chapter, we see that old robot, its eyes lighting up. Editor's final sentence. The mysterious eyes light up. End of the chapter, and we'll have One Piece next week. That's it, folks. This was the complete narrated chapter. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Until next time, thanks.